All right, welcome to the Uncollective channel. I have an article series that I went through 10 games so far that are MMO are listed as MMOs on Steam that are buy to play. I bought them to see how many are actually legitimate working games. And I will make a video where I catch up and go over those briefly. Let's just say it wasn't a good turnout. I don't think there was a single game that was an actual MMO RPG that was buy to play and working. And the couple of games that were anywhere near like working and playable, I think there's 3 out of 10 and were uh, didn't really have a player base whatsoever. Except for one, they all had severe issues, lack of content, etc. Or they just were horrifically optimized. But we'll go back through those at a later date. What we're going to do today is I have a list of some that I bought over the past few months, and we're going to see how far we get with some of these. I think we'll pick 3 altogether. And we're going to start with Retro RPG Online 2. And we'll go ahead and pull up the Steam. Let's make sure it's still available on the store. If it has been taken down from the store, I will, if it's been removed by the publisher, I will go ahead and skip it, since that's the right thing to do. 6.8 hours on record. I can tell you this, I have not played 6.8 hours of this game. I think it leaves something. Okay, it's available for purchase on the store. I think I left the login screen on. It's available for purchase for $2.99. You can deactivate this. In the description here, it says of Retro 2D, and it lets you know 2-dimensional. Overhead online cartoon role-playing game for all ages. This requires an online connection. Currently in open beta, this features 2 main classes ranged in close combat. Both classes will have access to several skills, which can be upgraded by using them. 2 user reviews by Joshua Langley. So it's a single developer hobbyist project. And you have one person that says impossible to connect and somebody. And let's see, it looks like, yeah, that's French. That had some things to say about apparently there's some, and that's take me a bit to translate. About this game, do not purchase as server is offline. Server is offline now as we are working on a vastly improved version. At the moment, development is going into redoing quite a few parts of the engine. Some big changes are to the graphics engine, as it will use the GPU much more. When released, it's either an update to this sequel or entirely new game, or sequel will likely become free to play. I spent $2.99 on this game. I did not get a refund for this game. At least I don't think. Let's see. Retro. Oh, here it is. Server offline for up to 3 months. Episode 2 on its way. This was posted on Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. Up to 3 months, which would put it June, July, August. May to June, June to July, July to August. So August 3rd-ish. We'll say before September or sometime in late 2020. And it's, well, over a year past time episode 2 is supposed to be released. I did ask about it. So, yeah. So yeah, it is it playable? Let's see. There has been an error connecting to RSO server. Try again soon. Refresh. Yeah, the server's down. You can register. Gobble, 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 squabble, cluck, 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 class fighter world. There's no choice for world. Create. There's no server. Still for sale, though. But they do have something posted saying it is offline. That's it's not good enough. If your game doesn't work, you need to at least put it as free to play or something, or you can deactivate. You can keep the page up and deactivate like purchases. That is an option. So yeah, we are 0 for 1 today. What else do we have here? I did have Atari Online on here. It was going to be one of the ones where the 99 cents actually gave you a quite grindy, but actually for 99 cents, for a single developer 99-cent project, it wasn't all that terrible. But it actually is dead. It's gone. Goodbye. And it's been taken off the store appropriately. So no complaints there. Okay, so what to go with next? In the first 10 games where I did the article series on Medium, I covered a game by a developer that was called, I think, Fallen Sky Online, I believe it was. Oh, I'm getting lots of comments. But yeah, it was Fallen Sky Online. Let's just double check. Guess I could just do every game that starts with online. On there. I know I refunded it, so that's probably why it's not there. Fallen Sky Online. Fallen Sky Online by developer Marco Braun. Or Marco Brown. Vault Softworks. And yeah, there's my thing. Appears to be abandoned. No response from developer. Games does not load from either beta or current branch. If response is received before the end of refund period, I will update this appropriately. And I never got a response. They also developed Cosmic Monsters for 99 cents. It has 1 review. And it's a... Oh wait, I guess there's 3 reviews. Garbage in several ways. I like a good Pokemon knockoff as much as the next. Half-decent Pokemon knockoff. Poorly translated. Glitchy. Okay, so it's a Pokemon knockoff. It's supposed to be an MMO. Oh yeah, the review form says it's the best game he's ever played. The guy's only played it for like an hour and a half total. received it for free. Oh, 2.1 hours received for free. Best game ever. And I have a feeling that there's a German review, given it's a German developer. Oh, how? Not a surprise. And it's a good review. Okay. So it's available for 99 cents. The guy's first game was a bust. It does say MMO, so I am expecting multiplayer. But if there is a playable single player game here, I will give it slightly more credit. Good that you're awake. The professor want to talk to you. This is supposed to be multiplayer, right? It came up as MMO. Oh, it's no longer multiplayer. It's a single player game now. Oh, what a good swap. Yeah, it literally said MMO. Well, whatever. The multiplayer portion is gone, but is the single player game any good? Well, let's make sure I have it on the screen. Let's go here. It's gonna be one of these games that's like difficult to capture, isn't it? Because of no actual reason. We'll just do desktop capture. And it seems to be working. I want to give you a few tips about the controls of the game. If you touch the screen with 2 fingers, you can call up the menu. Oh, it's a mobile game. Switching. There's some like... So it's a mobile game put on Steam. And it's like a Pokemon type game, a battler. And I got a bunch of like tutorial information for a mobile game. Well, I don't have a touchscreen. I just have I have this hooked up to a TV. Some graves. It's probably the 3 people that played this game before. All 3 people that reviewed it just decided it was best to just dig a hole and die than to go any further than that. Can I go inside the house? Apparently not. Can I go inside this house? I guess I have to be Victor. I'm just gonna leave town. Is that an option? Get out of here. I know that me walking around for 10 minutes isn't really enough time to give a meaningful review here. I'll play it some more like later on and give it a review. But I cover multiplayer games, and the multiplayer feature seems to be gone. This was definitely listed with multiplayer. Definitely had MMO tagged at one point. Which is why I bought it. But yeah, this is Pokemon ripoff that's just not well translated and not interesting. And it gives you mobile. You know, maybe in German, it's a solid game. But yeah, it's technically what's on the store now is not a scam, but it's not an MMO. And when I bought it was a scam. So I guess if you want a single player, not very well translated Pokemon like game, then there you go. Cosmic Monsters. What else do we have? Hmm. Needs to be a buy to play game. So what? Excuse me. I will be posting an article on Medium, or after I go through these games in more detail. Each one I'll go into more detail about. Let's see. Let's see. Excuse me. I can tell you New Life doesn't work. Or at least it didn't for me. So you can throw that into the broken category. Initial Drift Online. Let's pull this one up. When I bought it, it was $4.99. I got this. It's still $4.99. I got this, Red Dead Online, and Antaria. And I bought all three games for a few people. Never really. I played a little bit of this, but it's still on sale. A lot of times when a game gets launched to Steam, it actually does work. Or at least it lets you log in. If not, that's kind of severely problematic. But let's see. We'll make this the third game today. Initial Drift. I thought it used to say Initial Drift Online. Who makes this thing? It is. Oh yeah, it's already owned by a friend of mine who I bought it for. Reviews are very positive. 83% out of 612, 81 out of 16 by Rewind app. It's a racing immersive sim, life sim, early access game. Okay. I do load some of these off an external drive, so sorry about the delay. There's only like 5 people playing when I first got it, which was many months ago. There's 5 servers, and I'm in a car. Forget what the controls are. What are the controls? I have an auto transmission. Oh, keyboard. I get Euro beat. Here, we'll turn the music up. What has my music as an option? Apps combinational direct my music. We'll stick with Euro beats. There we go. There's a leaderboard. It looks like 20% money, 70 yen. Oh yeah, I remember it. It's mouse. Yeah, I don't like this music. Controls so far aren't half bad. Oh yeah, rough. Kind of prefer having a fixed camera. Let's try to get very slippery. It's all right. Worst driver ever. But hey, this is on very low graphics, and does kind of look like a PlayStation 1 game at low graphics. You know, the recording setup from this computer isn't the greatest, so the frame rate would be atrocious if I tried to do like high graphics. But yeah, once you get the controls down, oh, oops. I think I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm stuck on the pole. There we go. What's this way? It wants me to go this way. When does it want me to go that way? Is the question. Probably should have the hazard lights on. When? Here? Apparently it was back there. Where? Here? Doesn't look right. Here? I'm confused where it wants me to go, but whatever. Let's just ride around. I know you can do like deliveries to make money in this game. But hey, it's the first one where it's actually something resembling, I wouldn't call this an MMO where it's 16-player lobby. 5. Okay, why can't I go that way? It's definitely a game that seems like it needs a gamepad or a wheel or something other than keyboard. It is way too touchy on keyboard. Oh yeah, I was here earlier. We're going to not hit that pole this time. Yeah, like... Show your twinkle on the Champs-Élysées. I guess so. I'm going to assume that's not what they said. But if it is, to each their own. Yeah, this is not a game for keyboard. I'm actually kind of curious. I might actually hook up a gamepad and try some other control methods. This might actually not be a bad little game for $4.99 with the proper control system in place. Oh yeah, with keyboard it is not. Because one tap. Can I get inside the car? How do I get in the car cam? I guess I just said join the run. Okay. Oh, steering sensitivity. There we go. It's VHS. There we go. This is supposedly with like... Yeah, this doesn't seem to be better. And you bounce off at weird angles too. But yeah, with Initial Drift Online for $4.99, if they are updating this game, when was the last update? I don't even care what happens to my car. When was the last update? March 27th, 2021 is the most recent announcement. View discussions. There's a community that's active. There's a post from September 12th. The Discord racing wheel support isn't implemented yet. There are people that have gotten it to work. Somebody asked game abandoned. Okay, here we go. This is what we need to know. Game abandoned. I just got this for $2, so I wouldn't be mad if it were the case. But after reading a few reviews, I noticed the last content update was back in March. Is this game dead, or have the devs made any sort of signs of life since then? This exact same game has been duplicated under several names for 4 years now. Multiple developers, which could be a single owner, reuse the same assets over and over, pricing around $4 lower under different names. It's honestly a shame because it's really fun. Okay, here's the truth about the game. Let's look at Rewind app. I knew that name sounded familiar. Let's see what else Rewind app has done. I think my opinion of this game, 21 years old baguette, independent developer. Oh, it is this guy. 67 games. I actually own Karting. This guy. Yeah, it's the same, like, these are very cheap games. Call of Unity. I actually have a lot of them on my wish list just because they're so cheap in their multiplayer. Christmas Race 2. Is it multiplayer? No, single player. Bunch of 49-cent games, but this, I know this, it's just asset flips. If it's not asset flips, it is asset reuse. And the games play the same. At Karting, I actually got for like 49 cents. At least I thought I did. I'm almost certain I bought Karting. Yeah, I did. Karting's also listed as an MMO. Hey, let's check out two of this guy Rewind Apps games. First off, creating anything, even piecing together some assets and stringing together some multiplayer code does take a lot of talent. Even if these are all assets and whatnot, it does take time and talent to piece together a game like this. It doesn't make it ethical, but it does require talent. And yeah, it's a lot less talent than many other games on the market. But this game sort of plays like a game. Yeah, we are going to leave Initial Drift Online, and we're going to go over to Karting. Why not? We'll end the video with Karting. Who knows, maybe it could just 49 cents a piece. I could probably, if all of his multiplayer games I don't have are 49 cents a piece, I could just pick them all up. Let's see. Yeah, we'll finish off with Karting. Why not? Is it downloading? There we go. 6.4 megabytes per second. We'll have this game in no time. I and I knew Karting felt just like another game. These two games play. I don't see how it has very positive. I really don't. Has to be the price. Yeah, it looks like people have tried to get multiplayer to work, says it doesn't work. And considering they have it down, oh, online PvP, it's not listed as an MMO. But considering it's tied to somebody else, we'll go ahead and it's tied to the Rewind app. Yeah, this is ridiculous. The number of games. Hey, it's the same car I had in, well, very similar card. Vaporwave, Retrowave. Yeah, I see what this is. 13, really, one developer made 13 racing games, 29 simulation games, 24 strategy games, 67 games. A single developer made 67 legitimate games worthy of Steam. No, I don't think so. Hey, where is Karting? I'm gonna hop on Karting, and it's going to play with the keyboard just like Initial Drift Online. It's just different assets, just as slippery, just as glitchy. I'll probably get stuck on something. Part of it's lack of skill, and part of it's just the game isn't very good. And for whatever reason, there's people that, in April 15th, so one 21-year-old guy is making this many games. Yeah, no, it's super annoying because no matter how little your turn is, you always end up drifting and slamming into a wall. I think I got this on like some extreme sale. I don't think I paid $1.99. I think I paid like 49 cents. Okay, karting. We'll end the video here. So, do we get anything good out of this? Not really. Rewind app games. Okay, let's capture the window. I think I picked some like dumb resolution too. Okay, what's going on here? That's not what I wanted. I'm back to doing display capture because it's some well, there we go. There we go. It looks like we got it. There's multiplayer. Didn't I have this car in the last game? Why not? Okay, ready. 51 ping. Ready. Let's go. Okay, apparently not. Guess we'll try single player. Why? Oh, nice. Yeah, really. Look at this shit. I'm just really? They didn't even make this car into like a proper car where you're inside of it. And it's the same like bad. No, there you go. Nice physics there. I'll just drive through the forest. Why not? It's not like it controls any. Yeah, horrible controls. They put. Really? I died. Okay, thank you. Just flip me back over, please. Move, come on, move me over the finish line. Come on, buddy. Look at this. Hey, can I just cut through here and like win? Why am I in 4th place? I must have missed a checkpoint or something. Wrong direction. Apparently I missed a checkpoint of some sort. Really? Okay, so apparently there's some invisible checkpoints or something in the road. Yep, that's exactly what happens, and this is exactly how cars like this look. I'm playing as a 15-foot tall man. And 70 seems like a perfectly legitimate. Or maybe it's Highway 70. I think if this is somebody's like attempt to learn how to program, I'm fine with it. If this was on itch.io, I'd probably play it for a few hours and be entertained by it and then have a whole set of feedback for the person. And maybe I'd even offer some help and we could work on it together. This is a full Steam buy-to-play release, though, where the standards are expected to be a little bit better, even at 99 cents or $1.99 or whatever it is. The standards are expected to be better. Wonder if it's possible for me to win. Maybe the other cars like flip themselves over or something, or maybe there's rubber banding of some sort. We had Mario Kart F-Zero and Al Unser Jr.'s racing. And Indy Kart Champion, or whatever that Indy Kart game, racing game is. It was for PC in the 90s. Those games existed back then. Wacky Wheels, even. Actually, what was that? There's a company that just stole the Wacky Wheels engine, and there's this skunk-looking guy, or I don't know what he is, but he was in a lot of like low-budget PC games. I can't think of his name, but he had his own little racer game. Chocobo Racing, Crazy Frog, Arcade Racer 1 and 2 play better than this. Really don't think Crazy Frog's as bad as people say it is, but I'm in a minority there, just like my wife is about her insistence that Home Alone and Batman Forever are good SNES games, but teach their own. Did I do? Okay, I guess I stayed on the road enough to. Yeah, this is trash. Like I said, if this was a Game Jolt or itch.io game where somebody's learning how to program, that's fine. This guy has 67 games available, which says that he's pumped out lots and lots of buy-to-play titles. These are worth your money. There's Superstar Racing, which is free and actually is massively multiplayer. There's Race Room Racing. There's the Trackmania games. There's all sorts of stuff out there that's free or very cheap. And then you have this. It's in the same market. It obviously isn't, but it's pricing itself as something that's of similar quality. And it's just not. I think this developer, instead of making 67 games, should make one game. Let's focus on one game. These track designs aren't terrible. It might be all assets, but the track designs aren't bad. They really aren't. You got a good start here with this and Initial Drift with the track designs. The car controls suck, and you're missing a lot of features, but if you would spend less time just pumping out asset flips and cheap garbage, you could probably have 3 really solid titles on Steam right now. Instead, we got this. Or even the AI trying to drive as me is a joke. Or maybe that's a replay, I don't know. But it's not good. It is not good. So yeah, this is what we got today. Let's make a little chart. And yes, my chart is going to be quite awful, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and make this chart. We got good. There we go. Making this as we go. Actually, I'll just use number codes. Just do 1, 2, 3. One is good. Good value. And I'll do half points in between. 1 is good value. Actually, we'll do, let's see, 3, 2. We'll do that. There we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go ahead and move that over. 3, great value. 2, right on the right track. 1, playable at least, but problematic. 1, 0, scam, unplayable. So what do we have? We start off with 2 zeros. Actually, we had a 0 and cos in our. Actually, we'll do rankings. We had a 0 with RPG, Retro RPG Online 2. It's for sale still, regardless of what the page says, and it doesn't work. Cosmic Monsters doesn't have the multiplayer that was shown on the page when I bought it, but there's at least a playable single player game there, but it's problematic. And then we have Karting as a 1. We'll make 1 abandoned, but still works as well. So we have there we go. We got 2 playable at least, but problematic, or abandoned but still works for Karting and Initial Drift Online. They're not worth the money. You're not gonna get updates. They're working on game 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, and 73 right now, probably. All of which are going to be using similar assets, probably. Cosmic Monsters Online is abandoned as well. And there's no multiplayer. And the game's poorly translated and just not I did play it further than I showed in this video, and it's just not good. Retro RPG Online 2, I did get a response from the developer about their plans and how it's taking longer than they thought to get a version out there that works, but they still have it for sale. It's not excusable. Sorry, I'll watch the project, and if they bring it back on, I will take a look at it and give it a proper review. It looked like they had the start of a solid little indie pixel art game, MMORPG. But yeah, the only one of these games that was a proper MMORPG, even and I could argue a case for retro RPG Online too for it either being I could argue that being a MMORPG, but I don't know what the population limit was. Cosmic Monsters Online is single player. The other two just don't support enough to be an MMO, which it didn't. To be fair, Karting just said online PvP. It wasn't listed as an MMO, so I'm not going to dock it on that. But Initial Drift Online said it was, and it's capped at 16 players per server. 16 players is not massively multiplayer. It's multiplayer. Not massively multiplayer, though. Not even close. You combine their 5 servers, 16 times 5, that's 80. If you put all those 80 players in the same server, that's still not massively multiplayer. You gotta have, it's gotta be triple digits, at least. 100 plus. There's some overlap there, where there's some games that have, I'd say there's games that, I'd say there's a lot of games out there that where, if you compare them to Ark or Rust would actually seem more like what an MMORPG was in its initial conception, where it's this open, shared world. But the population just isn't enough. So yeah, if if I wasn't collecting multiplayer and MMO games, I wouldn't buy a single one of these, even if they were. I don't know. Maybe if Retro RPG Online 2 worked and was, I would probably pick that one up. And who knows? I might have picked up Initial Drift Online anyway, if it was like 99 cents. But had I known how the game played, no. But yeah. So, looks like we are 0 for 4 here. At least 2 of them had gameplay that I could. Oh, well, 3 out of 4 had gameplay. And none of them had other players. And only one has working multiplayer that I'm aware of. So that's not a good sign. But hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for games to cover, just let me know. More than likely, I have it somewhere. Have a great day.